Hi, so in this video I'm going to talk you through the face massage that we use daily in the Happy Face yoga program. The first thing you need to do is make sure you've got a clean face and clean hands, and then after that apply your serum or oil or mixture of whichever you choose. Remember, you don't want to use a cream, it gets absorbed too quickly, and you don't want to put too much on. You want to glide, but you don't want to slide. I always warm it up and pat it in and make sure you've got plenty all the way from the hairline at the top to the collarbone at the bottom. That's where we want to get it all in. So if you want to close your eyes and listen, you can always open your eyes and check you're doing the right thing. Remember, we'd use a variety of pressure to work the skin and the muscles in different ways. We start with the number 11 lines, and this is simply a lifting motion, a gliding, sliding motion upwards. I use my index fingers. These are the stronger fingers. The closer you get to the little finger, the less pressure you generally apply, the less control you generally have. So you need to sort of think about whether you want to switch digits as we go through the process. Our first acupressure point is here at the third eye. For every acupressure point, we do a few little rotations to relax the area. And then as we draw air in through the nose, we apply pressure. As we release air out through the nose, we release the pressure and then circle the other way. So in this massage, every acupressure point, we do 2 presses and 2 lots of circles. Breathe in, push. Breathe out, release, 1 in each direction. Our next move is our little rainbow lines. Again, we're still fairly light with our hands. You might want to go over to your middle finger for these and just draw those little bunny hop lines, rainbow lines over your forehead. The second acupressure point is above the eyebrow, in line with the pupils when you're looking straight forward. And again, we do the rotations to relax, the in-breath as we push, the out-breath as we release, and then the same the other way. We're sticking with the forehead and we're just stroking it softly. So all fingers here, but really, really lightly. And this is something when you want to relax your forehead, you can do it any time during the day. It totally relaxes the muscle and starts to gradually impact on the appearance of fine lines. Then we stop at one temple and do a tickle. Tickling up with the top fingers and down with the bottom, working around the crow's feet area, just giving that a little lift and release, and then return to those easy glides. And I can feel an automatic difference around the temple I've just tickled, and then we go the same the other way. And with any of these moves, you can return to them at any point, you can repeat them, or you can pause the video and do them for a little bit longer if you want to. Our final move across the forehead is a bit more powerful. So we're going beyond the skin layers into the muscle here, using our knuckles and applying pressure. This will bring blood supply and oxygen to the area, and you may be aware of some warmth coming, and you may even see some redness happening. And that's a good response either way. And then we're back to acupressure, and this time in the temple region. So just in the temples, a few rotations one way. Press on an in-breath, release on an out-breath, and then the other way around with your rotations. And repeat that, push and release. Onto the eyes now, circling. Now this is one where you really ought to consider maybe a different finger. The skin around the eye is 10% thinner than the skin elsewhere in the face, and you don't want to drag or pull. You simply want to glide and slide. So the first set of circles around the outer edge of the eye socket, and then your second set of circles around the inside edge of the eye socket. So really gentle motion. And then we find the acupressure point just at the corner of the eye. And do, as ever, the circles, the press, the release, circles the other way, the press and release. And then we just do a little pinching motion across the eyes, across the eyebrows. And this is about just pinching the muscle, not pulling. And this should help tone the top of the eyes. And if you're someone whose eyelids sag, this apparently makes a difference around that region. We're on to the nose next, starting with the muscle of the nose at the top on the bridge. Just giving it a good rub up and down, just releasing the tension there, just loosening it up. So muscle, massage, we work a little harder. And then just going further down and just following the line from the edge of the nostril to the top of the nose. And then our next acupressure point is here, just outside the nostrils. And again, we rotate, breathe in, press, breathe out, release. And this is one of those where most people feel a little bit of tenderness. So obviously press as much as you can comfortably endure. And this should help you with any sinus problems, any congestion. Now we're going up the chins, and think about those 3 lines of muscles that form the cheeks. So try and follow those with your 3 middle fingers and get a little bit of push and lift there. So again, this is muscle, so it's massage quite strong. And after our first sort of cheek pushes, we then do a flicking motion around the cheek muscle, always finishing with an upward lift of the thumb. And again, thinking about flicking, not pulling, not stretching the muscle at all. And then we go up the cheeks again. Then with our knuckles of our first finger, just draw a little smile. So coming from the corner of the nose, under the cheekbones, and up to under the temples. Press hard when you do this. And then V up again. And then we finish the sequence for the cheeks with a few pinches. And again, pinches, not pulls. Almost as if you're you should encourage the blood supply to the region. For the lips, we relax the top lip by resting the tongue underneath it. And once there, just draw up and down with your fingers. So and then we do the same for the bottom lip. So the tongue stretches the area and the fingers smooth the area when it comes to the mouth. Then our next acupressure point is on the chin. Be wary of using your dimple. It's not quite there, it's a little bit above. Around we go if you have a dimple. So a few rotations. Breathe in as you press. Breathe out as you release, and then go the other way. We're onto the chin area, the jawline, and we're just finding the web between the thumbs and the first finger, just gliding that up with a degree of pressure. I'm just working against the jawline. And then we pinch up the jawline, and again, pinching, not pulling. So really think about where you're holding, not too much underneath of the skin, but just above with the muscle. And then our next acupressure point is in the junction of the jaw. So you find it by opening the mouth, just resting the tongue, the fingers in the junction, relaxing the jaw, and doing those rotations as before. And again, this can be quite tender, so just push and release as much as you can comfortably bear. And of course, we rotate the other way and push and release. Then we're just going to massage up the neck. Now, I find it's easier to move my head and cross my arms. It all depends on your proportions. Some people find it easier to work the right side with the right hand, the left side with the left hand. Others prefer to cross. So see what works for you here. Just giving it a nice lift. And then we're going to reverse our direction of travel and reverse how hard we work. So we're back on lymph drainage here. Just gliding the hands from either side of the ears, down the sides of the cheeks, the necks, and all the way to the collarbones. When you get to the collarbones, just keep your fingers there and just do a little gentle pumping action. So this is all lymph drainage, just getting rid of all the toxins in the body through the lymph system, stimulating the system. It's a passive system, so it needs stimulation. Next up, we do our little raindrops, tapping all over our face. So make sure you tap from the hairline all the way around the face, under the chin and along the neck and to the collarbone. And repeat that as many times as you like, and visit the areas where you feel the best. Tapping is a very calming thing to do. Good for your collagen, good for your elastin, good for oxidation. Can stimulate the nervous system as well, central nervous system. And then finish off with a nice rub of the hands. Hopefully you've got a little bit of retained serum there and any of the essential oils in there. You can take a breath in and smell. Hover your hands in front of your eyes for a few breaths. Close your eyes, relax. And as you exhale, release the hands down. Namaste.